Hello, hello, y'all. How are we? How are we? How's it going? We are live on a Friday night, and I'm very excited because tonight is our Ozokucon voice acting showcase. And we're gonna feature some really cool performances from some lovely, lovely people who took our event in this past I think like the end of August. It was like the last couple days. And people did incredible, incredible. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Aurora. You're doing well and you're enjoying ice cream? Let's go! What flavor's the ice cream? I have to know. What kind of an ice cream girly are you? And if you say vanilla, Aurora, if you say vanilla, I'm gonna be upset. Okay, don't tell me vanilla. All right, tell me anything else. Literally anything else. Chocolate chip, mint chocolate chip, chocolate, strawberry, mango. I'll take anything. Just don't tell me vanilla. Don't do it. Although I do have people who swear that like vanilla's a real flavor. Pumpkin? Holy shit, where'd you get pumpkin ice cream? I mean, I guess we are in season for pumpkin ice cream, but like, where the hell? Bro, I'm about to be going to every grocery store I know looking for pumpkin ice cream. Listen, unfortunately, the one thing I have to claim from my white girly culture, I love pumpkin spice. And I am not ashamed. I love pumpkin. I love pumpkin spice. I love cinnamon. Gingerbread, like everything about that fall-y, flavory profile is my shit. Love the smell of it, love the taste of it. Like, I'm down for it 100%. So I'm gonna have to go looking for some pumpkin ice cream for sure. Aurora, by the way, did you want your audio shared today? I don't think you were on my list of people who gave permission. So, no, you are not on my list. So, as far as I understand, you do not want your audio shared today, which is totally chill. I always just want to check when people come by. It's an ice cream parlor in Royal Oak. Oh, so it's like an actual parlor. You got ice cream from an actual, like, location that gives you custom ice cream flavors. I'm jealous. Can everybody tell me their favorite ice cream flavors? Because the fact that you could get pumpkin ice cream, I'm genuinely jealous. Like, what in the world? Man, I want some. I want some right now. But hello. Welcome everyone. We're gonna be getting started. I can share them? Okay. Chocolate and peanut butter. TK, hi. Hi, TK. We love you so much. And you are correct about chocolate and peanut butter. Chocolate and peanut butter, I know, like, it doesn't even need to be Reese's branded. Any version of chocolate and peanut butter in ice cream. Like, I like Moose Tracks, where you get the little peanut butter cups inside the ice cream and the fudge. Love Moose Tracks. Any variation of that. I love just straight chocolate and peanut butter mixed together. Hi Theta, welcome. Cake batter or cookie dough, probably. Both of those are good. I would prefer cookie dough just because I'm not a cakey person, but they're kind of similar enough to where they definitely taste like good enough for each other. So cake batter and cookie dough is allowed, especially because you can get different flavors of cookie dough. Like you can get the chocolate chip cookie dough, you can get the peanut butter cookie dough, you can get the whatever chunks. I love it. Hello everybody. So Aurora, let me add you to the list. Because what I'll do, Aurora, is since you are here, I'm gonna put you at the top of the list. So for anybody watching right now, if you were at Ozokucon and you would like to have your audio shared, whether you have messaged me about it or not messaged me about it, please let me know if you are here, because what will happen is I will play your audio while you're here. So that way you don't have to wait through the whole stream to listen and hope that we get to your audio at some point. Now, Aurora, I know you did a lot. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll probably go through, let me copy these. We will probably go through only your first raw audio and your final cut, because I think at the moment everybody else is family friendly. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, that the second round you did was not family friendly. But correct me if I'm wrong. So we'll do your first raw and your final edited one, because I think those are the family friendly ones. But you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm glad you're good, Kimberly. I always love when you're good. Yes, hello, Kimberly. Hello. All right, y'all. So tonight is going to be a nice, gentle, shorter stream. We're just going to listen to some beautiful performances. I didn't even put my headphones on yet, so you're going to watch me put them on right now. I knew I was forgetting something. I could feel like the weight from my skulls, and so I was like, oh, I'm wearing them. No, I'm not. I absolutely am not. Oh, and I just put them on underneath the microphone. Hold on. This is what happens. Eventually this setup will switch, and I won't have this huge ass arm. I love my arm. This is like the best purchase I made, is this microphone arm. It does not work for my current stream setup. So sounds like a plan. Okay, amazing. Beautiful. Just letting my YouTube people know, although most of you are aware, YouTube is behind the Twitch stream by like at least 30 seconds, possibly longer, sometimes a minute. So if I am asking questions or saying things, feel free to still answer when it comes to you, and I'll always bring it up afterwards. Okay, so Aurora, we will probably start with you tonight. I'll make sure I pull yours up. But for anyone who doesn't know, we're doing a voice acting showcase for Ozokucon today. All feedback that we're going to give tonight is framed in a positive way. Please do not make any comments or commentary that could be considered like possibly hurting somebody's feelings or, comparing people to anything. We're going to keep it positive. We're going to keep it energetic. We're going to support each other. And I think we're family friendly tonight from what I remember. But we'll see. This is a con where we allowed 18 plus audio, so just fair warning to folks. But I think at least past Aurora, we will all be family friendly. And I think I'm going to only play Aurora's family friendly, but I haven't pre-checked yet. So we will get started here. Thank you all for being here very much. Let me pull it up. I'm going to put up, where did it go? We're going to go to the desktop. All right. Oh, there we are. Okay. So the way that this works is we are going to go through the raw audio of the person's recording in the booth at our voice acting event. And we're going to talk about the performance. I'm going to discuss things like, what could you have changed here? Do you see how it was different this time around? You really improved here, or next time try this, etc., etc. And then we will listen to the final edited version of everybody's audio with all the music and the sound effects and everything being super cool. Hello, welcome, Kaja. Those emotes are so cute. Oh my god. Are those ducks with headphones? They're adorable. Yo, I don't know where you got those emotes, but those are fire. They're your emotes? Wait a second. Oh my god. Those are so cute, and you're so welcome here. Hello, welcome. Sorry, I go off topic crazy, but we're gonna try and stay on topic tonight. I will do my best. Off-topic streams are a thing that we do, but tonight is voice acting focus. And even if you were not a part of Ozokucon or your audio is not going to be played tonight, please feel free to ask any questions about anything voice acting related. They are completely welcome. I'm happy to talk about them, give any advice or help I can. Yeah, Kaja, those emotes are cute as hell. Oh my gosh. But we will start with Aurora since Aurora is here. I do want to say, and Aurora knows this and I know this, but I will say, Aurora's raw audio is going to be hella long. Because she was one of the first people who recorded with us. And we were a little bit slower because Ozokucon was a new convention. And so Aurora and I just kind of went ham. We just did a shit ton. So she's going to have a lot more to listen to than everybody else on this list. So if you were capped at 2, or if you're like, wow, damn, we're still here, take it with a grain of salt, okay? It's okay because Aurora did an excellent job. So without further ado, let me pull hers up and we will listen. Now I have to make sure you guys can actually hear this. So the best thing I can do is I can click a button, and they have this new thing, which is audio output capture. Oh no, it's audio input capture, and I'm a silly Billy. Delete that. Audio input capture. We're gonna call it isotope, because I'm gonna listen through isotope. Oh, because it's easier. No, it's still not that. Is it application? What is it? Must be application. Hold on. Application audio capture. There it is. I am not the most technologically advanced. Okay, I want the window to be isotope. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm going to click play real quick, and I want to make sure we've got audio coming in. So please yell at me if you hear nothing. Here we go.
You really think you could beat me at my own game? Ha! Give it your best shot, shrimp. You
All right,
really think you could beat me
I'm on
at
the wrong
my
page.
own game?
I heard that. Did you guys hear that? I think that's a little quiet. Am I correct in saying that is quiet for you, or does that sound okay? We'll do a sound check before we get started here. It's a little quiet for me. I think it's because of the way I leveled it. That would be my guess. Oh, I should probably also turn up my actual input. That could be helpful. Sound okay volume-wise? Could you hear it at all? I think we were in like the 20s, so it's not bad, it's not great, so to speak. Again, I'm not technologically advanced. I think we're okay. Hold on, I'm just checking things. Because what I will do is... What I'm going to do is I'm going to see what your final one was. Got it. Okay. Cool. That's what I wanted to know. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to up this volume even though I shouldn't. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to up that gain just a tad. So it's a little louder for everybody. And then I'll have to bring it down. Probably because of the peaks would be my guess. Okay. All right, y'all. Here we go. We're going to let the whole thing play. It might be a little quiet for you because I'm going to keep it relatively low so I don't peak the larger and louder parts. So if you need to turn it up, go for it. I'm going to let the whole thing play. I'm probably not going to let the whole thing play. That's a lie. That's a full ass lie. I'm going to start and stop. So here we go. Aurora, here is your raw audio.
You really think you could beat me at my own game? Ha! Give it your best shot, shrimp. You really think you could beat me at my own game? Ha! Give it your best shot, shrimp.
Okay, already, right there. Aurora, gorgeous, fabulous, beautiful. You own the dialogue like it's nobody's business, okay? There's a very subtle difference between the two of those, and it's your ending right here. You hear this?
Give it your best shot, shrimp.
Now, besides the little hiccup we have with hitting the microphone, you change from a...
Give it your best shot, shrimp.
To...
Give it your best shot, shrimp.
Right? So you're going up on shot in that second one, which is great because what happened was the first round was intimidating. It was a little scary. It was powerful. We liked it. But the second round added a little bit of attitude. Just by going up on shot, you went from like, give me your best shot to like, give me your best shot. You see that change there? Where all of a sudden there's a bit of like, yeah, give it to me. I want it. It was beautiful, subtle little change. All right, Aurora, let's keep going.
You really think you could beat me at my own game? Ha! Give it your best shot, shrimp.
And there's the third one. That was a lot more powerful, right? So that combined our punch with our ha! Give it your best shot, right? So you're getting the punchy in there, but you're also getting a little bit of that attitude. And I think that combination is perfect for this line of dialogue, and you nailed it, Aurora. You nailed it. We'll keep going.
Um,
I agree, Kaija. You know what's really funny too? You guys probably can't hear it because of how low I have
shot.
it, but
Shrimp.
right here. There's just the teeniest sound of me because I thought she nailed it so well that you could hear me just ever so slightly in the background going, there it is. Because I tend to do that when people nail it. I'm like, there it is. And sometimes I'm just loud enough that you can't quite take it out of the audio. So you can hear me just ever so slightly. Yes, Aurora, of course. Let's keep going because you got a lot here, so I want to get through it. So let's keep going.
Excuse me, Mr. Vampire Monster Man? Do you, think maybe, you could let my friend go? Pretty please?
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Scary Vampire Monster Man? Do you, maybe, you could let my friend go? Pretty please?
Okay, so Aurora, this is also a good performance. I mean, they're all gonna be good performances. My biggest note with these two, and I think one of the reasons we went with a bit more of your spicier, punchier villain style performances, is because these two, while there's an improvement in your second one was much more believably nervous, especially that middle half where you went, you did like the same word twice. You were like, please, maybe. That's really good because we tend to stutter words just like I am. We tend to stutter or repeat things when we're nervous. So I could tell the nervousness was up in your second performance, which is what we wanted. I think the note I would give overall for a character like that and for dialogue like that is we're a little too slow. What happens when we see all the uhs and the ums and the pauses and the stuff is sometimes we get so caught in them and making them clean and making them verbal that our pacing is just slightly too slow for the situation, especially if we're a character with a lot of nervousness. But that's okay because we still made improvements from the first one to the second one. We just made it in the nerves instead of the pacing. So well done, well done. Let's do your next one here.
If you listen very closely,
oh, I remember this.
You can hear it speaking to you. The gentle splash of water, the wind rustling the leaves. Breathe and let the air in.
Yeah.
If you listen closely, you can hear it speaking to you. The gentle splash of water, the wind rustling the leaves. Breathe and let the earth in.
Yeah, that second one is really nice. That second one there is really nice. The forces us as a listener to stop and actually hear what you're saying and breathe with you. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous moment. And if I remember right, you were doing kind of like an older lady voice, I think. And I think that's very clear here. Sometimes it's hard to delineate certain characters in pieces that are very calm and gentle and there's not a lot of action and there's not a lot of things happening. But you do a really nice job of just, no, sit with me, but I'm still, like you create an image that's occurring even though there's not big punchy things. I was trying not to rush through the line. Yeah, for the previous one, Aurora, that's a good point, right? Is you do have to be careful of rushing through lines. I absolutely sometimes will get performances where people are a little fast, and then I'm like, trying to edit it together, right? So I think that was smart to make sure that you weren't rushing. And pacing is always something where it's trouble no matter what you do. Like, I have pacing issues all the time. You know what's funny? You want to know what's hilarious? Y'all see how fast I talk? Y'all see how I stutter over my words and all this jazz and how hyped and excited and stuff I am when I'm chatting with y'all? You know what my number one comment is when I do auditions and I record for characters even after I've got cast? You're too slow. I don't know, man. Sometimes, no matter what we do to try and mess with pacing, it doesn't like as fast as I talk, as much as I mess up my words, as excited and loud as I am, the comment I get is I'm too slow when I'm performing. I know, Kaija. That's what I say. Every time I go, what? What do you mean? So just always keep that in mind, right? So it's never a damn, I'm a little upset with myself because I keep seeming to get this comment, I can't get it right, and I feel like I'm not improving and I'm frustrated. Take a breath, it's never that, right? Sometimes that's just how we are. It's called taking your time. There you go. That's right. I need to start telling people that. I'm like, thank you very much. Like, it's called taking my time, okay? I love that. I'm going to start using that. I love that. All right, let's listen to your next one. Here we go.
And let the earth in.
That's the end of that one.
Tell me,
Ooh.
what did it feel like to have someone poke around your mind? I'm so curious.
I am sorry for the peak that just occurred. You about to get it again.
Tell me, what did it feel like to have someone poke around your mind? I'm curious.
That one, a million times more clear of the type of character you are. I'm not going to play the eardrum splitting peak. For the record, nothing's peaking, but that one came close. I'm not going to play the tell me part of it, but I'll play the rest of it. So here's the first one, right?
What did it feel like to have someone poke around your mind? I'm so curious.
That villain, I won't say they're not specific. They are specific. I can see that villain, right? I can get a little punch. I can get a little strength. I can get a little anger. What I'm missing is, my brain wants to say finite. That's not the word. Definitiveness. Sometimes in dialogue like this, we can have a huge hold on who the character is, what's happening in the scene, etc. But I want it boiled down to a point. A lot of people will disagree with me there, and that's totally fine. Whatever works for you, works for you. But I want it boiled down to a point where I'm like, I know you understand who you are and what's happening. Wipe it all away. Give me one thing and one thing only. And if we listen to the difference between this.
What did it feel like to have someone poke around your mind? I'm so curious.
And this?
What did it feel like to have someone poke around your mind? I'm curious.
That's a huge switch up. The first one is very like, I'm angry and I'm a villain and I hope it hurt. The second one is more like, yeah, I hope it hurt, but also like, what it feel like. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you for following Goddess Merlin. Welcome, welcome. We are going through our Ozokucon voice acting performances from people who took our event. But if you have any questions about voice acting in general or stuff like that, you are also welcome to give them. We are giving positive and encouraging feedback here, so also feel free to hype people up in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going through Aurora's right now, and we're talking about how distinct these two performances of this line of dialogue is. Aurora, I hope that made sense. We're going to go on to your next one here. Here we go.
I adore the flavor of your blood on my lips. I can taste every pain, every sadness. It's delicious.
Okay.
I adore the flavor of blood on my lips. I taste every pain, every sadness. It's delicious.
You know what's funny? This time around, your second performance of that had the vitriol. It had the punch. It had the anger. And yet I think that was more consistent than your first villain. Listen to this here. Oh, where's this one at here, I think?
I adore the flavor of your blood on my lips. I can taste every pain, every sadness. It's delicious.
That, and you're very good with endings. Aurora, you are brilliant at ending a line of dialogue. You have this beautiful way at the last word, the last sentence, to give me like a hook. You pull me in as a listener. You do something with the way that you intonate, the tone of your voice, the flavor of how it is to pull me in and go, no, don't stop talking. What's happening? Whoa, 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 whoa. You do it beautifully at the end of your line. Like just the delicious.
It's delicious.
That's gorgeous. You're pulling me in. You're intriguing me. I think the difference is here and why your second performance is like so really, really well done is because this villain,
I can taste every pain.
it's actually just right there. Listen to that.
I can taste every pain.
For a second, and I'll bet I thought this while we were doing it, in that I can taste every pain, I could feel your daggers wanting to come out, and then you pull them back a little.
Every sadness. It's delicious.
Right? Because it went, I can taste every pain, every sadness. And so when I wanted you to do the second performance, my brain was going, I want the daggers. I want the daggers through the whole piece here. And so this performance, your second one,
I adore the flavor of blood on my lips. I taste every pain, every sadness. It's delicious.
you still have a beautiful hook, but now sadness sounds like this.
Every sadness.
It's no longer every sadness. It's every sadness. Gorgeous. It fits really well. It's smooth. It's punchy. It's like pointed little vampire teeth. I had Castlevania on my mind with that one. Yes, Aurora. 100%. And that fully is this vibe. That fully is that second vibe, especially because that feels like your fangs are out while you're saying it. And you're like, type of energy. Love it. Gorgeous. Well done. Okay. This next one's going to be a little loud at the beginning, y'all. This is your warning. 3, 2, 1.
Go ahead. Scream. Cry. Beg for your life. I love the sound of a pig squealing. Go ahead. Scream. Cry. Beg for your life. I love the sound of a pig squealing.
Ooh. So these two are very similar because I think you understood this character very well. The performances match, but that ending squealing on your second one is gorgeous.
Squealing.
Yeah. This is the comment I give to a lot of people when they pick a line like this, is you want that ending word to be something. And I think for your second performance, you decided that that ending word was you, like eating the pig roasted on the table, because it tastes like it sounds like you are tasting it. Like, let me play it.
I love the sound of a pig squealing.
Yeah, like it's like a squealing. It's very sensual, not in that way, if that makes sense. It's very like you can feel sort of the hairs on your arms like lifting a little. It's a little softer, but still scary. Really, really like that ending. Well done. All right, next round. Here we go.
Why do you keep fighting? I am not worth it. I have never been, and I never will be. Why do you keep fighting? I'm not worth it. I never have been, and I never will be.
Again, Aurora, you are so good at endings. Let me go back here. Hold on.
Why do you keep fighting? I am not worth it. I have never been, and I never will be.
That one's very punchy, right? So our first version of that was the anger that comes with somebody trying to force you to do something and fighting for you and suffering for you when you don't want them to. So I think you really embodied that anger well. But in your second performance, what you did was you added nuance to it. It wasn't just angry anymore. It was sad. It was draining. It was exhausting. Listen to this.
Why do you keep fighting?
There's your anger.
I'm not worth it. I never have been, and I never will be.
And that's your sadness. That's your despair. Well done combining those two. Okay, friends, we're going to go to the next one. This one is loud. This is your warning. I'm telling you right now, this one's loud. So 3, 2, 1.
I came here to take names and kick butt. And what are you looking at? You're on my list. I came here to take names and kick butt. And what are you looking at? You're on my list.
Ha! Beautiful. That one I think is just fun. I don't think I have any notes for that one, Aurora. I think that one's just fun. You clearly had this idea of like a character that was a little snarky, a little ready to go. He gets to make a little joke and he go kick some butt. And I think you nailed it. Like I don't have any commentary for that one. I like that one a lot. And then we'll do this last section here. Again, this one's yelly, so keep your volume down. 3, 2, 1.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword. You're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless. Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword. You're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
The change between those two is huge. So your beginning last, gorgeous. Well done. I feel the power. I feel the villain. I love it. But the endings are so drastically different, Aurora. Are they out of bubblegum as well? Yes, Theta. Yes, I love it. Listen, a few of the lines I write have very clear inspiration. Okay. I love it. I love it. But for these last one, listen to these ending changes.
You're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
Okay.
You're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
It's the same boom, boom, boom. What has changed is your specificity. Because they're both, punchy. They're both kind of paced the same. They're both a little angry. They're both a little blah, blah, blah. But this...
You're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
Is you're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless. This...
You're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
You hear how each of those goes ba 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 versus the first time around was a you're this, you're this, you're this. That second ending has the teeniest bit of a roundup before you punch in the your. And sometimes we forget about the beginner words because worthless, weak, pathetic hit so strongly that we forget that we need the setup of your. So for the second one, you set up your just right so that they hit even stronger than the first time around. Great job. Great job, great job, great job. Well done, Aurora. That is all of Aurora's raw. We're not going to do the second one because I'm pretty sure that one is not family friendly. So we're going to listen to Aurora's final edited audio here. You shouldn't have any peaks higher than -6. You don't at any point, to be fair, because I cleaned them all. But everybody, I think you can turn your volume back to a decent level, not too loud. But here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. This is Aurora's final performance.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword. You're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
Oh, yo. I'm so glad we went with this one. Dude, the strength at the end fits so gorgeously well with the bang, bang, shing, and like the echo that comes off of it. Yo, your power stands out so well, Aurora. That was gorgeous. That was a fantastic performance. You felt like a true, villain, and you were on that battlefield, and you were killing everybody. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's listen to it one more time. Let's listen to it one more time. Here we go.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword. You're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
Oh, that ending one is so good with the worthless. Oh my gosh, dude. Aurora, you did so well. You did so well, my friend. Congratulations. Genuinely, that was so, so good. And I'm so proud of all y'all, but well done. Well done. Claps for you, of course, my friend. Thank you for taking part and performing. You are a lovely human being. I will cross you off my list. Again, if there's anybody here from the Ozokucon showcase who is intending to have their audio shared with us today, please let me know you're here in the chat. And I will play yours now while you're watching, so you don't have to wait through the entire live stream to get to you. We have not too many people here tonight, so it won't be too long of a live stream. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 more people to go at the moment. You're welcome, Aurora. You deserve it. Love and praise, and we support you. Good job, Aurora. Good job, Aurora. So the current order that I have for everybody else on here is we have 2 more people who picked Worthless, so I want to space them out a little bit. So we're going to go at the moment with RK Plays will be our next one. Then we will do Turquoise. Then we'll do Eli. Then we will do Danielle. Then Mary, Sarah, and Cade is our current lineup of people. If anyone shows up during this time period and they're like, oh, I would like my audio shared, or I'm one of those people, can you play it now? I absolutely will. So feel free to let me know if you are already here or you show up and you arrive, and we'll switch to your dialogue so that you can listen to it while we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so currently next up, we have RK Plays. Let me pull up RK Plays and see what audio they recorded for us. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Listen to the raw. Not too bad of a raw. Okay. I think this one is going to be an okay volume, so shouldn't be too loud for y'all. We should be okay. And we shouldn't be peaking any headphones. All right. You guys ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. We're going to go ahead and do RK Plays raw audio. Here we go.
I'm sorry. You thought we were friends? No. I was using you to get close to the gems. I would never be your friend.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. You thought we were friends? No. I was using you to get closer to the gems. I would never be your friend.
Ooh. Spicy. Wait, that was fabulous. Okay, RK, the change up was beautiful. I think you did a fantastic job of maintaining the energy of this type of a bad guy, because a lot of the lines are very like, I am big, strong video gamer, anime villain, and I'm gonna hurt and kill all these people in the battlefield. Speaks as an anti-hero? Oh, perfect. Hello, Goddess Merlin. Goddess Merlin, how are you doing, my friend? How are you? It does feel like an anti-hero. I think that's actually a really good word, because in my head, this is a villain, but it's not a villain like I was saying in the traditional sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the big, scary, I'm going to destroy everyone, and I'm going to take out all these swords, I'm going to defeat people. In my head, this is like, you're here, Eli! Okay, Eli, I'm going to put you next up on our list, okay? We're doing RK Plays at the moment. We'll put you next after them, okay? Thank you for coming, Eli. Hello! All is well? Fire. I'm glad to hear that, Goddess. But Goddess, I think you're right. This feels very anti-hero, or the way that it's written in my brain is, if you guys know, like, what's the energy I'm looking for? It's very Mean Girls, but aged a little younger, I think. Like, oh my goodness. Like Lizzie McGuire. That's kind of the attitude I'm looking for. Lizzie McGuire, even Stevens, like, you know, that era of Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, Zoe 101, where the villains, the bad guys, are much more relatable. They're much more human. They're much more, yeah, I might be the bad guy, but I'm not like, you know, blood going everywhere and ruthless type of energy. They're just cruel and they're cold. That is kind of the idea in my head. I think this one in particular, The inspiration might be Steven Universe or something along those lines. But I really, really liked these two performances, RK, because if we listen here,
I'm sorry. You thought we were friends?
that we is really, really nice because you're putting a lot of emphasis on the like we, you and me, you, not you and her, not you and him, you and me, you and me. It's like you can't believe it. There's disbelief there. I really, really like that.
No. I was using you to get close to the gems. I would never be your friend.
And it's the same with the never. The never is like never. You're putting a lot of emphasis on that, and I think it fits so well because this is a very pointed, like I can see you pointing your finger, and that's kind of how this character is. And then the second performance.
I'm sorry. You thought we were friends? No. I was using you to get closer to the gems. I would never be your friend.
Yeah, I think that intro is stronger over here.
I'm sorry. You thought we were friends?
That little you thought of like the hiccup in the voice really adds to the idea that you're not just mean, you're not just cruel. This isn't like just some big plot twist moment. You're also you find it funny. Like part of the cruelty of this line is you being like you're that stupid? You thought we were friends? That's part of the cruelty of this character. I think in your first one,
I'm sorry. You thought we were friends?
it's very pointed and direct, which I like, but I think adding a little bit more of that, like genuinely finding it a little funny and kind of laughing at this person ups the cruelty a bit.
I'm sorry. You thought we were friends?
Yeah, because that makes it hurt a little bit more. Well done. All right, second one. Here we go.
I knew it. My research was correct. If I can connect the transporter to the extrum crystal, it will give us enough energy to power the illuminator. I knew it. My research was correct. If I can connect the transporter to the extrum crystal, it will give us enough energy to power the illuminator.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. I love this voice. This voice is so like squirrely and like I can see it like typing on things and doing calculations and that kind of jazz. It's classic like cartoon mad scientist. I love it. So let's listen to it again.
I knew it. My research was correct. If I can connect the transporter to the extrum crystal, it will give us enough energy to power the illuminator.
Okay.
I knew it. My research was correct. If I can connect the...
That right there. There's your difference. Ready?
If I can connect the...
If I can connect versus
If I can...
if I... That small little detail of
If I can connect...
if I can connect.
If I can connect...
If I can connect. Because what's happening is you're taking a word that in the original line of dialogue, not bolded, not italicized, not emphasized, and you're emphasizing it. You are emphasizing the word I. And what that's doing is it's reinvesting us into the scenario. Instead of just, they're saying a sentence that has a bunch of things in it and words I don't know, and okay, I guess he's a mad scientist. We're now flowing with you into these words because you're riding it like a roller coaster. Something I give a lot of advice about is make it a roller coaster. Make us join you in the seat and we will listen more clearly. So you did that really well with just that little part of raising up your eye and then going back to the bumpy roller coaster. So we went, oh, and now we're in the ride with you. Really well done. Professor, is that you? Literally. I believe him. He's just offered a viable solution to the problem of the episode. Exactly, Theta. You legitimately sound like, I believe you. I don't know the words you're saying, but I believe you can solve whatever the hullabaloo is happening. So, well done, my friend. Okay, let's listen to RK's final audio here. Here we go. All right, RK plays final audio.
I knew it! My research was correct. If I can connect the transporter to the external crystal, it will give us enough energy to power the illuminator.
Oh my gosh! It's perfect! Oh my lord, it's perfect! RK, literally it's like straight out of a cartoon. I'm so glad I did this. Remember when I have very bad memory, y'all. So a lot of the times when I listen to a performance, I'll have something when I go to edit, I'm like, oh, I know what I want. I know what I see in this scene, and I'm going to make it. But then I won't remember it when we come to do these kind of things. I'm just reevaluating your performances. And so when we just did the evaluation of the raw performance, and I was like, I can see you like calculating. Apparently I saw it then too. Because if we listen, there's definitely like little calculating noises happening in the background. Hey, that just speaks to your performance, RK. I can hear the little science bells ticking. And I actually there's a couple different ways to do this line. You can do it really fast and really excitable and really cool, or you can take it a little slower and bring us on the journey. And I like that you went a little slower with it because you're taking us on the up and down boop-a-doo boop-boop-boop roller coaster. So let's listen to it one more time. Here we go.
I knew it! My research was correct. If I can connect the transporter to the external crystal, it will give us enough energy to power the illuminator.
Beeps and boops! Beeps and boops, Theta! Beeps and boops! RK, that was so good. Just the perfect voice for that character and that line. Well done, RK. Well done. Okay, my friends. Well done, well done, well done. Now, Eli is in our chat, so we will do Eli next, even though it's one of our worthlesses. I know we just listened to Aurora's Worthless, but Eli's is going to be way different, because trust me, it doesn't matter how many people pick a line, the way y'all perform it is always different, and I love that about these. All right, Eli. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let me see. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I love it. I love it. Okay. So we're going to pull out the raw first. You're ready. Okay. Here we go. This one is probably going to hit not quite -6, but I think the volume is relatively a little bit louder overall. So feel free to turn down just a tad. But here we go. This is Eli's raw audio.
Ha 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 ha! Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword. You are pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
Ooh.
Ha 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 ha! Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword. You're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
Ooh. Eli. Eli. Yo. Well done, my friend. And just like I said, it doesn't matter if you do the same line of dialogue. It is completely different from the incredible performance Aurora gave us, right? So, yes, literally, Kaija, such good emotion you showed here, Eli. And what you did, which is something very, very interesting, we're going to listen to it through again, but this is definitely a villain who is one of those powerful, loud, I have a sword or I have a whatever and I'm angry and I'm screaming and I'm on the battlefield and blah, 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 blah. This is one of those villains. And I think you nail it for a few reasons. Let's listen here.
Ha 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 ha! Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword. You are pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
So you do something here. Instead of roller coastering, which is a method, you do a build up. So there's something in acting in general, but it happens a lot with voice acting because it's just the voice. When you see a line, a dialogue, a paragraph, whatever you have to read. Hey, thank you for following. Oh, hey, it's Megazord? I like your name. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, hi, hi. We are talking about the folks who performed with us at Ozokucon 2025. We're doing some voice acting showcase today. That's right. Amazing, amazing. You can also ask any questions. You were one of them. Are you one of the people who's sharing with us today, Megazord? Did you give me a name you would like to be called by? Or are you not sharing with us today? Because I don't have a Megazord on my list. Please don't give me your full name, by the way. Do not dox yourself. But if you're comfortable with first name, or if you gave me a alias that you wanted to be called by, let me know. Right now we are working with, if you have my clip, I'm Megan. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I got you. M-E-M-E-M-E. Ooh, I have so many M's. Holy Jesus. Okay, I have 2 questions for you, Megazord. 1, did you do my family-friendly scripts? And 2, do you want your audio shared today? You are more than welcome to say no. We listened to both the raws and the finals. Right now we are listening to Eli's raws. And so the thing I was talking about here with Eli's, I'll play it since you just jumped in, Megazord. Let me play this ending for you.
Pathetic! You're weak! You're worthless!
So Eli, what is super amazing that you do here, and we can keep our eyes out for in our voice acting and in our scripts and things like that, is yes, the roller coaster method, super helpful. But sometimes you'll see a lot of things in sets of 3. If you see a set of 3, no roller coaster. No roller coaster, no roller coaster, no roller coaster. Instead, what we want is we want a bum, bum, bum. We want either an up or a down slope. Because what's going to happen is if you roller coaster, then we're like, oh, but we only have 3. So it puts a lot of emphasis on the middle. And usually you don't want emphasis on just 1. You want emphasis on 3. So you do something beautiful where you do our ups. You go, okay, I've got a set of 3. Bum, bum, bum. And that's beautiful because it catches our anticipation. Because the more intense you get, the more we're like, oh, oh, oh. And it's really, really nice.
You are pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
You just keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger until you give that final hit there, and it's brilliant. And the second performance here.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword. You're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
So you've already got from the first round, we've already got down the bum, 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 where you get done, you start strong, stronger, strongest, right? You already had that down. So how does your second performance improve? The middle section. Listen to this.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword.
Versus.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword.
What's the difference here? It's very subtle, but it makes your second performance so much stronger of a character choice. I'll tell you what the difference is. You're just slightly slower and tuned down a little bit. This one.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword.
Punchy, loud, we're angry, we're our villain. This one.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword.
You see how you lowered?
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from my sword.
And then we go back up. Because what do? We roller coaster. So you came in really, really strong with your laugh and your punch and your look at you now. And then we went down. We went, you can't even take one hit from my sword. And then we started going back up the roller coaster to go bump, bump, bump. So it's really, really nice because the reason why this hits so strong, even though it's very subtle, is because you've given us a breath. Because we as listeners need a moment to go, whoa, before we can jump back in the punchy hard train. So brilliant. Well done. Love that second performance. It's so good, Eli. I think I had a family-friendly script. I don't mind the feedback or using for learning or entertainment. I'm game. Yay, Megazord. Megazord, okay, we're going to do you next, okay? But we have to listen to Eli's final version first, and then we'll do you. Okay, I see the vision. Not gonna lie, I just imagined taunting there to rub in the salt. And Eli, if that's what you imagined, then it worked, right? Just because I might be saying it in a way that you didn't see it, but we're saying the same thing. So it's I don't want you to feel like I am saying something that is different from the vision that you saw. What I'm saying is just different words for how you needed it to be done. Right? You're seeing it in this beautiful visual way of taunting and rubbing in the salt. In my head, taunting and rubbing in the salt means lower, quieter. Versus to you, that's an image, that's a picture, right? So we're saying the exact same thing because we got the same result, just different language for it. You did a really good job, Eli. And I encourage you to keep using imagery like that because it works for you very well. Okay, let's listen to Eli's finalized audio here. Thank you. You deserve it, my friend. You deserve it. Oh, let me pull Megan's out so I have it before we do that. Thankfully, I only had one Megan. So, Megazord, this better be you or we're in trouble. Okay. We'll pull it out and put it on here. All right, Eli's final audio. Here we go.
Look at you now! You can't even take one hit from my sword. You're pathetic! You're weak! You're worthless!
And I apologize that just piqued so many people. I did not level that correctly when I edited it. That clip is so high. That's like a -2. Holy shit. I'm going to declip it while I'm sitting right here. Woo, I apologize for sending that to you. That's way too high, bro. There we go. I've declipped it at least for the stream. So the next one should not be so loud. We are going to listen to it again. Here we go.
Look at you now! You can't even take one hit from my sword. You're pathetic! You're weak! You're worthless!
Ooh, yes. Oh, your performance with that, Eli, works so well because you did the lower, slower, quieter, like taunting moment. What happens is we have this beautiful, like, this is a big bad villain fighting scene at the beginning. And then as you do your taunting, the sword just scrapes across the ground, and then you start going at him. It's gorgeous. Let's listen to it one last time, okay? Here we go.
Look at you now! You can't even take one hit from my sword. You're pathetic! You're weak! You're worthless!
And the ending, you're very forceful because you're going up on your bump at the end. It works so well with that ending sword of the whoosh, whoosh, boom. It works so well because the sword, the whoosh whoosh stab, which I literally think in my special effects, I have titled it whoosh whoosh stab. It mimics your pathetic, weak, worthless. And it creates a beautiful, like, symmetry. Oh my gosh, Eli. Well done. Beautiful job. Well done. Excellent. All right. Megazord, I will pull up yours. Y'all have been so nice to each other tonight. Thanks again for the opportunity, of course. Oh my gosh. And y'all, you know, you're always welcome here. If you ever catch a stream, feel free to hop in. Feel free to send me messages. Feel free to send us to other cons. I will go wherever we can go. I'm in an ad for 8 seconds longer. That's okay. I'll wait for the ad to be done. You're back, Fire. We just finished Eli's beautiful final performance, and we're going to jump into yours, Megazord. So, let me pull that jazz up. Bum, 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 ba-da, bum, 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 bum. Okay, before I play it for you guys, I'm just gonna listen to it myself to make sure it is family friendly here. Yes, yours is family friendly. Fire. You also have some beautiful emotional performances in here. Holy shit. Not me saying yours is family friendly and then me swearing. Hi, if you're watching this and you're expecting fully family friendly, I swear. But all the dialogue will be fine. Let's go. All right. Megazord, are you ready? Is everybody ready? We're going to listen to Megazord's raw audio. Here we go.
Come back to me! I can't lose you here! Not now! Not like this! Come on, wake up! Come back to me! I can't lose you here! No, not now, not like this! Come on, wake up!
Gorgeous. Megazord. Oh my lord. It is so incredibly difficult to do an emotional performance like this. Genuinely, that emo is right. It's hard to perform at all. It is hard to let yourself be vulnerable. Even when you're in a box and nobody can hear you and it's just me and nobody can see you, it is hard. It is very, very hard to be that vulnerable. And believe and trust that not a single person is gonna make fun of you. Because if they did, I'd kick their ass. But it's really hard to do that and to let go. And so for you to pick a line like this, that is so emotionally taxing. And just commit to the bit. You committed to the bit, Megazord. Oh my gosh. Beautiful job. I think it's very clear that your second performance you dropped in. It's not to say your first performance isn't good. It's that it's very hard. You're welcome. You are of course welcome. It's that emotionally taxing performances have an inherent layer of performance. And this is something that all actors, but myself included, work on. Is oftentimes your first take when you're doing something very emotionally taxing will never be your take because you have to break through that layer of performance enough to have some realism come out in it. And so your first one is gorgeous. It's well done. It's beautiful. Like, I'll let a little play here. I think it's towards the middle that I want, like right here.
Not now! Not like this! Come on, wake up!
Wonderful. Emotional. I can tell it's a sad character. I can tell they're desperate. I can tell they're upset. It's clean. Listen to it again.
Not now! Not like this! Come on, wake up!
It's very pristine. It's very like, not now, not like this. I think your this had waver, which was good, but then it goes to wake up. It's very clean, right? So there's a little bit of that performance that's still sticking versus
I can't lose you here. No, not now, not like this. Come on, wake up.
first of all, the crying on up, full breakdown. This,
No, not now.
it's so subtle. Yeah, you hear that? Listen to how I can tell right here that you've broken that pristine curse in a good way because we want it broken. Listen to how subtle this is. Listen to how subtle this is. Ready?
Not now.
It's already happened. This is how I can tell you've broken it.
Not.
There's a very, very subtle moment where instead of you saying not now, not like this, you go, not now. You hold the N. And to the normal average person, that's crazy, right? It's like, What do you mean that's an indicator that you've broken a barrier of vulnerability? I don't know what's happening. Why I know and why I can clock that it's happening right there and the rest of this performance is about to be you having broken the pristine is because the fact that it's holding and going not now instead of just a not now is because the part of you that's emotionally invested is struggling. And not struggling as in, oh, you can't do it. Struggling in the good way, where you're emotionally invested and it's like, wait, are we losing someone? Is this a scary scenario? What's going on? And so your body has started to kick in right there while you're trying to do the dialogue. Your body has just barely started freaking out where it's going, no, like, no. And it's perfect because that's what we want. We want your body. This sounds crazy, and I'm sorry if this ever gets clipped out of context. We want it to panic. We don't want you to mentally panic, but we want your body to go, what the fuck? Because that's when you start getting the vulnerable performance. And so that beautiful moment where you hold that no, and then the rest of it, I'll play it.
Not now, not like this. Come on, wake up.
From then on, it's just, no, not like that. It's that. And you're gone. And you're in it. And you're there. Well done, Megazord. Well done. Fire. Beautiful. Okay, let's listen to the second line. Here we go.
No, you do not get to win. I am the victor, and you are nothing. I will destroy you and everything you love. No, you do not get to win. I am the victor, and you are nothing.
Ooh.
I will destroy you and everything you love.
Ooh. Okay. This is just two different villains. And this is the kind of, when people talk about how if you do multiple takes for an audition, you should do like two very different versions. This is it. This is what we mean when we say very different versions. Because this villain
are nothing. I will destroy you and everything you love.
That's an angry, spiteful, punchy, loud, destructive villain who's gonna destroy the world. This villain,
I will destroy you and everything you love,
is excited about the possibility to destroy this person and the world. That first villain's not excited. That first villain is angry. That first villain probably believes they're in the right. That second villain doesn't give a shit if they're in the right. They're just excited. And I love the difference here. You've created two entirely different villains just by changing your ending sentence. Well done. Like, really, really good job there. Switching up those two endings and making completely different characters. Well done, Megazord. Well done. Okay, let's listen to your final one. Here we go. This is Megazord's final audio.
Come back to me. I can't lose you here. No, not now, not like this. Come on, wake up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so like, my brain wants to say ginger for some reason, and that's not the word. What's the word I'm looking for? It's, oh my God. Gentle. Wow. I wanted to say ginger so badly. It's so I think I was trying to say gentle and genuine. It's so, like, innocently heartbreaking. And I remember when I listening to this, your performance for this one, because we had talked about how the emotions broke through there. And the ending of you like breaking down, because it was so genuine of like a vulnerable place, I went almost in like an ethereal, possibly hopeful route, but like I didn't go dark, gloomy, evil at the end, right? We put in some wind chimes that eventually drown out your crying. Because to me, this is the moment when the screen fades to black and the leaves fly through the scene. And we come back up on a funeral and a grave. So it was very gentle, and it was very like, this needed to be a transition. And I think that's why I did it this way, because that's how your performance was. It was the end of a scene. I was like, damn, okay. That was so fun exploring the villain side. Yeah, your villain side was very cool. It was very interesting to see the differences between like maybe a hero, but at least emotionally vulnerable, and then scary evil villains. It almost felt like someone would be resurrected, but nope, they did. You're so right, Megazord. You're so right. And that's exactly the way it hit me. Like, you know those scenes in like anime, like those samurai ones where they're like crying and the rain is coming and there's just a body in their arms. It was that scene which fades to black and transitions while you're crying with the wind chimes and then fades back up to their grave and people putting flowers on it. And I was like, yeah, you did the dialogue perfectly for a transitional scene. And I was like, so that's what my brain goes to. So let's listen to it one more time. Here we go.
Come back to me. I can't lose you here. No, not now, not like this. Come on, wake up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so sad. It's so sad because you did so well. Well done, Megazord. Well done. You did so good, my friend. Bum, bum, bum. Poetically sad. Yes, goddess. Yes, that's a beautiful way of putting it. What are your thoughts about the breathing pattern? Do you mean in your end with the wake up? Do you mean like that, like crying breathing pattern? Or do you mean throughout the whole thing? Because I'll pull the raw back up. Like this section?
Wake up.
Or do you just mean with the whole line? Where you can hear the breaths? Okay, that's an excellent question. It's an excellent question. You're going to hear people of two minds of this. You're going to hear people who tell you they never want that. And that it's always better to be, does it add value or lose it? Exactly. You're going to hear people who will tell you it loses value because you're not clear, they don't hear the word, etc., etc. I am in the camp that if I feel like your performance is genuine, and that means a lot of things to a lot of people, but if I feel like while listening that your performance is genuine, there is very, very little you can do in that performance that will cause it to lose value. So I think it's fine. What I will say is, let's listen to it here.
Wake up.
What I would say is, if I was going to have you do it again, and we thought the breathing problem's a strong word, I don't want to say that. Let's say you made that comment where you're like, hey, what do you feel about that breathing? I'm not sure if I like it. Maybe I feel a little, maybe you say that you feel it's a little like stagnant or something like that, right? It's kind of choppy. What I would do then is I would have you start much farther back in that place. And I would have us cut anything that we don't need in the middle of these lines because you're already in that emotional place, so that when you get to that ending, it feels more authentic. Because I think what the struggle is that we were talking about that "n" part, right? That "no," where you finally have that like breakdown moment. I think the struggle on why it can feel a little choppy at the end with the up, and it can feel possibly like it's losing value, is because we don't have that intensity throughout the rest of the piece. We only get that intensity halfway through. And because the line's very short, it can feel like a, okay, that's a choice. So what I would have you do if we redid it is I'd probably keep this one.
Come back to me.
That I would probably keep at that same level of like a, no, this can't be happening. We're starting to panic, but this can't be happening. But I would start your emotional breakdown here.
I can't lose you here. No.
Because what it'll do is it'll give us more time to be into it. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that. And what I would do is I would have it be like,
I can't lose.
Like I would let you fully jump in. Don't cry. Yeah, exactly, Kimberly. She does a beautiful job of the crying. I would have you say this front part.
Come back to me.
And where that breath is, where you go, I would have you pause and I would go, get into it. When you're in it, continue. Because what you'll find is you'll be in that place of, I can't. You'll be there already. And so it won't feel as like, up, where it's like, at the end, because you'll already be there in the center. And so it'll feel a bit more authentic. Does that make sense? That's so true. We are besties, Kimberly. Okay, does that make sense, Megazord? And just to be clear for everyone, this is not a science. A lot of it is opinion and playing around and seeing what you like. Yes, it does. Okay. Because what you're commentating on with your emotional end here with the up is something that happens to me when I do laughter. Because my laughter is a bit choppy like that. It's very like, that tends to be my genuine laughter. And so for you, it's just coming out in your like genuine sadness. So in order to make it feel a little more integrated, you just kick it up sooner. And then it won't feel so separated on the ending. Yeah. I think that answers your question. I try to get as much feedback as I can, because I really want to that we're a community. I want to help as much as I can. Great feedback. Okay, good. And if you have, if anyone has any more questions or anything like that, feel free to ask them throughout this, whether it's on your piece or other people's pieces, or like if I say something where I'm like, this is sort of a change we do and we would kind of want to do it this way. And you're like, well, how do we do it that way? Please ask. I love to talk. I start voice acting classes in a few weeks, so I'm excited to keep developing. Yay! I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh, you're going to have so much fun. You're going to be so awesome. I already know. And yeah, just try everything. And it's okay if certain methods don't work for you. It's okay if you got to change the language, like we did earlier, right? I'm one of those people where even though I say I see things, I don't actually see any scenes. I break things down in my head very logically. Performances are very logical to me. That's why a lot of the times when I give feedback, it's, hey, you need more breath here. Or, hey, take us up and down. Or, hey, do you see how there's sets of 3? Or you need to slow down a little. That's why my feedback tends to be that. Because for me, I don't have imagery. I don't have scenes. That kind of thing doesn't work for me. But for other people, that's perfect to do imagery and scenes. So figure out what works for you. Me too. I think doing your booth was a big reason for me taking a chance. I'm so glad to hear that. And you better come back. I don't know if there's going to be an Ozokucon 2026, but you better come back to one of our events because I know you will have improved so much and it's going to be beautiful and fabulous. I'm so excited for you. Yay! I'm so happy about it. Are you doing MC3? I am. We are already officially signed up, not for the November, not for not for this fall. The spring. Motor City 2026. We do their spring shows. We're signed. We got contract signed. We will be there for the May show in 2026. And I will say we are busy as hell in Motor City. It is the largest convention that we ever have done. So just if you're going to that one, please be prepared for me to spend that beautiful, valuable time with you in that booth, performing, giving feedback, talking as we do, and then getting shimmied out the door. I just want to make sure everybody knows that. Because other cons like Ozoku or Anime Ohio or other ones that I love, we got a bit more time to chat. We have a bit more time to do things. We're a bit calmer. MC3, like, even for 2025, no one knew who we were. No one knew we were going to be there. We did not even have time to, like, step out and pee. Like, I did not pee for the full 8 hours because we didn't have, and we still ran past our time every day. So just fair warning. Yay! I'll be excited to see you there, Megazord. I'm gonna be so excited to see you. Also, remind me who you are if you see me multiple times. Because I have no memory of anyone ever, so I will not remember you. So please just yell, just tell me. Just be like, oh, I was from such and such con, and I was on your live stream, and we did this line, and then I'll remember. You probably had it for MC3 for months. Yeah, I think my timeline for MC3, I think we do a month and a half to 2 months is usually my timeline for MC3. I'd have to double check, but I know it's at least a month and a half. Thank you, Kimberly. My lipstick does look very good today. I'm very proud of it. I appreciate you. All right, my friends, we will keep going. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people left. Again, if there's anyone here who was from the event and wants their audio shared, please let me know. I will share yours next. But for right now, we are going to go to Mary's audio. So I'm going to pull up Mary's. Mary, Mary, Mary. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. All right, y'all. This is Mary P. This is her raw audio. Here we go.
Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got in this situation. It's a long story. Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got in this situation. It's a long story.
Mary, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh. This line of dialogue is so much fun and so silly, and you had so much fun with it. I can tell. I love your longs. Listen to these longs.
I bet you're wondering how I got in this situation. It's a long story.
And
it's a long story.
I love it. I love your longs. They're so like, it's a long story. Like, very, very beginning of the movie energy, fourth wall breaking. Fantastic. No notes. Okay, second half.
No, no! You do not get to win. I am the victor. You are nothing. I will destroy you and everything you love. No, no! You do not get to win. I am the victor. You are nothing. I will destroy you and everything you love.
Ooh, gorgeous. Mary, you have a very solid villain here. They are very direct. They are very clear. They are intense. They are angry. And they are directing their anger towards one person. You did an excellent, excellent job of not being like, who am I talking to? You knew. Your eyes were on him. You knew who you were talking to. Differences in performance here.
I am the victor. You are nothing. I will destroy you and everything you love.
Versus.
I am the victor. You are nothing. I will destroy you and everything you love.
You hit that everything.
I will destroy you and everything you love.
Yeah. The second is really gorgeous. This first one.
I will destroy you and everything,
you love. Versus.
I will destroy you and everything you love.
You see that hit? Yeah, Kimberly, Mary, bring it, girl. Yeah, she did, Kimberly. She really did. So that second one, just like Megazord said, that second ending is way more powerful. Because the thing with this piece of dialogue and this villain is, unlike something like pathetic, weak, worthless, the dialogue is a lot longer. So you don't have the opportunity to get it out in angry short bursts. You have to make these sentences still feel intimidating, still feel angry, still feel deadly, but they're long. And so this first part,
I will destroy you and everything you love.
Versus,
I will destroy you and everything you love.
What you've done to keep us engaged and keep the stabbing going while we're listening is you've taken this sentence and you've gone, I'm going to hit directly in the middle. I'm going to hit directly in the middle because I don't want my audience to fall asleep while they're listening. I don't mean that literally. Obviously, we're not going to fall asleep listening to you. You did great. But since your sentences are so much longer, you need to keep the intensity. But you can't keep it for the full thing or you're just screaming. So putting your point in the middle creates this beautiful moment of, I will destroy you and everything you love. And it makes the audience go, damn. And that's what we want. Well done. Well done. Almost like she wanted immediate revenge. Exactly, right? It's like the listener was ever so slightly about to like turn and look at their phone and you went, everything. And they went, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And it was beautiful. You pulled them right back. She really brought out the disbelief overachiever character. Yes. And I love, speaking of that part, this right here from the first one.
I am.
Versus. There's your disbelief. If you guys need to perform disbelief, oftentimes, 9 times out of 10, this is how easy it is to add that into your character. Ready? That I is very clean. It's I versus I add breath. You did it beautifully, Mary. You added the disbelief like Aurora's mentioning simply by adding breath to that one word because you're taking away stability. And when you take away stability, you start adding in a little bit of franticness, and that makes your breath unstable. And so now I can't believe that you get to win, right? So it's really, really nice. Well done, Mary. Let's listen to Mary's final one here. I have a feeling it's going to be that performance, but let's see. All right, here we go. Mary P's final performance.
No! You do not get to win! I am the victor! You are nothing! I will destroy you and everything you love!
Oh, damn. Yeah, that was so good. That was so good, Mary, because you have this pacing that fits beautifully with the idea that you're just picking up a knife and then slicing them. It doesn't need this big long wind up. That doesn't fit with the way you're performing. Just like, I think it was Megazord who said it. Yeah, immediate revenge. The way you say it is so immediate and matter of fact and quick that the quick knife sword sounds really hit well with it. Let's listen to it one more time.
No! You do not get to win! I am the victor! You are nothing! I will destroy you and everything you love!
Yeah, that's so good. The pacing is excellent there. Well done, Mary. Well done. Good job. Good job. All right, we're now going to listen to Sarah P. Let me pull out Sarah's raw audio here. All right, here is Sarah P's raw audio.
Oh, come now. I only wanted a taste of your true power. But if you're not willing to give it to me, I guess I'll simply have to take it.
Ooh.
Oh, come now. I only wanted a taste of your true power. But if you're not willing to give it to me, I guess I'll simply have to take it.
Ooh. That second performance was a huge change. Your first one was a little controlled, which can work. We can do controlled villains, but controlled villains are really hard. They're really hard when you don't have visuals. Because a lot of what is intimidating about a controlled villain is the way they act physically. Because they're still intimidating in presence, but they're pointed and collected, and their shoulders are high, and they walk with a presence. And that's very hard to get across without visuals. And so I think the choice for the second time around to add a bit more vitriol to the character and a little less control really helped, because it made your character feel a bit more immediately, I'm going to use that word again, threatening. Versus the first one feels more like a warning. This one feels more like a threat, because listen to this difference.
Oh, come now. I only wanted a taste of your true power. But if you're not willing to give it to me, I guess I'll simply have to take it.
That feels like, well, I'm threatening you because you won't give me what I want. Versus,
oh, come now. I only wanted a taste of your true power. But if you're not willing to give it to me, I guess I'll simply have to take it.
that is building up the intensity ever so slightly that even right here,
I only wanted
you hear that huge difference?
I only wanted a taste of your true power. I only wanted a taste of your true power.
The first one is, I only wanted this thing. The second is, I only wanted this thing. There's more desperation. There's more like frustration coming across. And I think that's really, really good for a character like this, because you need a little bit of a breaking of their exterior, or again, the closed character becomes a little hard to portray. So this can still feel a little or a little in control, not closed. It can feel a little in control, but with a slight ounce of breaking. And then at the end, you take it and you fully break. I like it. Well done. Okay, second half.
There is a prophecy among my people. It states that a young, fearless warrior will save them from devastation. I believe that person is you, even if you don't believe it yourself. There is a prophecy among my people. It states that a young, fearless warrior will save them from devastation. I believe that person is you, even if you don't believe it yourself.
Oh, wow. That's a very different character from your villain. And that second performance was exactly where it needed to be. It was a lot softer. It was a lot gentler. It felt a lot more like a mentor encouraging somebody who messed up. The first one's okay.
There is a prophecy among my people. It states that a young, fearless warrior will save them from devastation.
The trouble we have with lines like this is that these characters, these sort of mentor or calmer characters, are harder to portray because you say a lot of words in the piece that you don't need to say. And that's not on you. That's what the line is, right? these type of characters are very like, I'm going to say 20 words when all I need to say is sit. I'm going to say like, could you please eloquently and quietly put your posterior into the throne of which you belong? And all they had to say was sit. So that's this type of a character. Hello, welcome Quachi. I don't care how big the room is. I said I cast Fireball. Fair. So those characters are really hard because here's this huge paragraph of dialogue about encouraging this person and doing all these things, and it's calm. You have the demeanor correct, but it's a little too smooth. Kind of like the other character that was too in control. This is too smooth and too calm. So I like your second performance of it because if we listen.
There is a prophecy among my people. It states that a young, fearless warrior will save them from devastation. I believe that person is you, even if you don't believe it yourself.
Especially in that last line, there's a very pretty, like, soothing, even if you don't think it's you, versus even if you don't think it's you. So that switch up of just going a little lighter in tone, this feels like, I'm going to say the mom energy, I'm sorry. This feels like the mom character that is talking to Ash when he has failed the Pokemon leader thing for the 12th year in a row, okay? And I think you do it really, really well. That was very, very beautiful, Sarah. I like that. Hello, Quachi. Who do I voice? I voice a bunch of things, Quachi. I could go through them all if you want. Right now, we're doing a showcase for the people who took my voice acting event. They record dialogue as we're listening to now, and then I edit it with music and sound effects to make them sound like they're in an anime and a video game. These are the people who took it at Ozokucon, and we are giving feedback and positive advice and encouragement to anyone who likes to share their audio. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, Quachi. We're actually about to listen to the person you just heard, Sarah P. We're going to listen to her final edited one here. Good evening, Rachel, and all voiceovers that went into the box at Ozokucon. Hey, Andrew! Megazord, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. You are a lovely human being. Shout out some love for Megazord. And Andrew, welcome. Guys, Andrew has also taken part in this event, but he was at a different convention. Oh, wait, Andrew, did you gift? Hey, Quachi, thank you for following too. Andrew, thank you for the gift. My chat thing is for both YouTube and Twitch, so it doesn't tell me when you gift. It just tells me who subscribes. So thank you for gifting to Megazord. That was very sweet of you. We appreciate you, Andrew. Shout out to Andrew. He has also done our event before, just at a different convention. I like that, Quachi. That's so funny. Singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth, and then it's a soap opera. Fire. Quachi, that's hysterical. Okay, Andrew, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are so welcome here. Okay, let's listen to Sarah's final performance here. Here we go.
Oh, come now. I only wanted a taste of your true power. But if you're not willing to give it to me, I guess I'll simply have to take it.
Ooh, Sarah. Oh, Sarah, that was so good. Yo, remember where we were talking about it feels like a threat in that second one? Like an active threat versus a passive threat? This works perfectly because it really feels like there's somebody where you're like, why aren't you giving me what I want? And then you take it. Just like neck snap, take it. Oh, it's gorgeous. Let's listen again.
Oh, come now. I only wanted a taste of your true power. But if you're not willing to give it to me, I guess I'll simply have to take it.
Ooh, yes. The sharpness and the forcefulness and that little bit of control we were talking about with this character lends very well to that ending where it's just, you don't even give a second. The music even cuts off. Ooh. Sarah, I'm so glad we used this one for you. Oh my gosh. There's a few people who perform that when they do dialogue choices, I will choose to cut everything at the end, like I did with you, at a neck snap, or a stab, or a sword slice. There aren't many, but there are a few folks, and you're one of them, where I was like, nah, This needs a very clean at the end and everything goes silent. And I love it. I think it was a great choice. Well done, Sarah. Well done. All right, let me cross that off. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 people left to go. A reminder that if anyone has questions about voice acting or how do I do this or how do I do that or I need help with this in my performance, etc., feel free to ask. Now is the time. I can help with whatever y'all need. We've been giving out some great feedback and advice today. And everybody has been so loving. Also, Andrew, thank you so much for showing up for other people's showcases. It really does. And TK too. TK's here too, and don't think I forgot about you, TK. It really means a lot when you guys show up to support other people. I know it makes everyone feel really welcome, so thank you for that. We're gonna do Danielle next, I think. Have I seen the Ghost Stories dub? Hell yeah, I have. That's a very, very funny dub. Yes, we love that. Yes, Kwachi. Yes, yes, yes. I will say, just for today's stream, Kwachi, don't say any of the nastier or like more offensive things that they say for that show, because today is, in theory, a bit more family friendly. But any future streams, you are more than welcome to hop on and be like, here, let's joke about all the stuff, because, well, we tend to be an adult-oriented stream, but showcases I keep a little bit chiller. But yeah, Ghost Stories is hysterical. Love Ghost Stories. Yes, she's a ghost and a bitch. I love it. Fire. You only have those 2? Perfect then. That's perfect. Those are so funny. That show is so good. I love that show very much. Okay. I'm also like a dub person. I know that's crazy to a lot of people, but I like English dubs. I'm sorry. The only time I usually don't watch an English dub is if it's like live action. Then I'll do subtitles because that's hard for me to watch, but it's hard for me to watch. But otherwise, if it's like anime or something, then I'm listening to English dubs. I know it's not everybody's jam, but I like the English dubs. Aw, Kimberly, you're so sweet. I appreciate you, Kimberly. Okay. We have Danielle now. Let's listen to Danielle's raw audio. Here we go.
I trust her with my whole heart.
Ooh.
She's never let me down once, and I know she won't now. I trust her with my whole heart. She's never let me down once, and I know she won't now.
Okay. I don't even need to explain it, Danielle. Your second one, way stronger of a choice, right? Your first one, I could tell there was a character and a scene happening for you, but the choices were a little low energy. And I think for that second performance, you committed to the bit. I genuinely think you committed to the bit for that second performance because you can hear the difference. I'll play it again. Ready?
I trust her with my whole heart.
With my whole heart versus
I trust her with my whole heart.
Heart, right? And then
she's never let me down once, and I know she won't now.
Versus
she's never let me down once, and I know she won't now.
That is so like, it's way more specific to who you're talking to, and it's got more emotion behind it. There's a lot more like, no, she wouldn't do that. I trust her with my whole heart. She would never do that. Versus the first one is a little bit more tame, a little bit more calm, and that's probably nerves. When you get in the booth, especially if it's your first time or something, you get nervous. So I get it. But that second one is definitely much stronger. I can hear the intensity in your voice a little bit more. All right, here we go. Second half.
I'll have you know I am the best thief in the world. You can't get anything past me. Hey, wait. Where are my keys? I'll have you know I am the best thief in the world. You can't get anything past me. Hey, wait. Where are my keys?
Oh, Danielle. Danielle, that is the type of character that's suited for you. Oh my goodness, I could tell you were having fun with that one. Your first round of that was already good. Your little, hey, wait, where are my keys? was so funny. Like, listen to that.
You can't get anything past me. Hey, wait. Where are my keys?
Like, you are already in it. You see the Boomerang cartoon, the like Tom and Jerry. Wait a second. But your second version here
Hey, wait. Where are my keys?
with the wait, that little stutter,
Hey,
the little hey, hey. It's perfect for this character because it's supposed to be funny. You're supposed to be so confident and so into it, and then you're like, oh. And you do it so well, Danielle. I love this. I will bet so much money that that's the one we edited because that performance is so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me pull up your final one. Hold on. I got it. Ugh. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Would you rather deal with Johnny Bravo for an hour each day or Gaston? I mean, Gaston's pretty dumb. So, like, probably Gaston. Because you just, like, throw him off a cliff and you're fine. Like, he's an idiot. You know what I mean? You could tell him whatever you want. He'll just believe you. I feel like he's easier. Okay. Danielle. Here's Danielle's final audio.
I'll have you know I am the best thief in the world. You can't get anything past me. Hey, wait. Where are my keys?
Oh my gosh, Danielle. It's so good. So I love these like silly punchline characters because I get to throw in so much into the edit. I get to add this cutesy little music. I get to add these little cartoon sound effects that are like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I get to add like the little keys jingling. Because these punchline characters, when you throw in all these little sound effects and music, it makes it come to life so brilliantly. And your performance with the wait and the whoa added into it is perfect. And because you're so confident for the first half, the little sound in the background going so that we as the listener know that something's about to go wrong, even though you're confident. The contrast is so good, Danielle. Oh my gosh. Let me play it one more time.
I'll have you know I am the best thief in the world. You can't get anything past me. Hey, wait. Where are my keys?
It's so good. Yo, Danielle, well done, my friend. Well done. Such a good piece. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all, we got 2 left. We'll end on our emotional one. So we will do Cade's next, which is another big boy villain. We love our big boy villains. Okay, right here, Cade's raw audio. Ooh, they did a couple of pieces. Okay. What's your favorite anime genre? See, I'm kind of a freak. I would say horror, but I actually don't think anime necessarily does horror. I don't want to say it doesn't do it well, but I think anything animated sometimes can have trouble doing horror, so I won't say horror, although I do love horror stuff. I don't know if I have a favorite. I'm kind of down for anything except I have least favorites. The 2 genres that I hate just in general, but anime included, I hate mecha. I hate everything mecha. Mecha will pull me out of a show so fast. I hate mecha. Anything that is even remotely close to it, hate it. And then on the normal side of that genre, sci-fi. I'm not a big sci-fi nerd. Hey, Fox Daddy, welcome. How have you been doing, my friend? I hope you've been doing well. I'm glad to see you here. We've got 2 more performances to go through, 2 more people, not performances technically, in our showcase tonight. So feel free to give not commentary, positive feedback and all that jazz. We're going to do one of our villain ones. We're actually on Cade's audio. We're going to go through their raw one. Let's see here. Here we go. Just in time for the mecha slander. Yep. What if it was a destination of a mech? Anything mecha. Nope. If there's any form of, we get into this suit, I'm out. Even like Attack on Titan, which arguably is just a human mech suit, I'm out. Like, just don't like it. Not my shit. The second that occurs, not my thing. But Bingo is awesome. Oh well. It can be awesome to other people. The mech is the destroyer. It can be awesome to other people. I'm not about it. I'm not about it. Does that mean you don't like Power Rangers? Neon Genesis? I will make this as clear as I can. I am a freak. I don't like Power Rangers, Neon Genesis, Evangelion, Lelouch, or whatever the fuck his rebellion is. Fucking whatever the gay one is. That's like a Western cartoon. It's like V-Star or something. I don't know. I don't like them. There's not a single one that I will watch the entire thing through. We love you, Rachel, but we can't be friends anymore. Oh, it gets worse because Fox Daddy, as you know, sci-fi is also one of my least favorite genre. It's in second place, which means I also dislike beloved classics such as Cowboy Bebop. What's the Gate one? No. There's another anime one that people love that's like travel back in time something. Star, I don't know. But whatever that one is, something with an S. Steins Gate, that's what it is. Cowboy Bebop, Steins Gate, none of it. You can't tell me you hate Outlaw Star? I don't think I've seen that one, to be honest with you. I do like Space Dandy. I will give credit. I am okay with Space Dandy. I think I watched about halfway through Space Dandy. Still didn't get through the whole thing because I don't like sci-fi. But I think I got about halfway through Space Dandy. And Star Trek. As well as Picard. But that doesn't count because I don't watch it for Star Trek. I watch it for my daddy, my king, my man. Okay, I watch it for Patrick Stewart and for Brent Spiner. Thank you very much. For Horror Rex, though, Shiki is super good. Not for kids, though. It's vampire themed. Shiki. Okay, I'm going to look that up, Kaija, because I do love me some horror. Horror is my whole thing. It's mostly what I voice act in personally is horror stuff. But I'll check Shiki out because I like Shiki. Like, I like, what's the one with Migi that nobody's ever seen because they only know the movie? Parasite. Parasite the Maxim. That's like a thriller, horror, psychological jazz. I like that one. Dead Man Wonderland is like a gore horror. I like that one. So I'll check Shiki out. I hope you get typecast in sci-fi and mecha anime. See, the sad part about it, Fox Daddy, I have been in sci-fi productions. Actually, one of I think one of my good horror performances is in. Oh, I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's a sci-fi horror podcast. I think it's a one-shot podcast. But it's like in one of those classic, they put like an alien on board and then it destroys the crew. But I got to die. And y'all know that's my whole thing. My whole thing is dying. That's what I'm good at. That sounds weird, but it's true. So that I've been in a sci-fi or two here or there. But they're I'd be okay. I'd be okay if I get typecast in mecha anime for the rest of my life because I don't have to watch it to be in it. I don't have to watch it to be in it. That's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. Parasite is good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Okay, I want to keep this chat. Feel free to keep discussing it. Feel free to keep doing whatever. I also want to do Cade's audio because I know we've been sitting on it. So let's listen to Cade's raw audio. Here we go.
Hey. I am here for soup and sleep. No distractions, only soup and sleep. Hey. I'm here for soup and sleep. No distractions, only soup and sleep.
Yo, no notes, Cade. No notes on that front hat. Soup line is one of my favorites. It's probably one of the few that is not going to get deleted and rewritten for 2026. You did a fantastic job. You know how to do funny. I love the voice cracks of like the holy soup. Yes, the soup take. Beautiful. Your pacing is great. You got room for punchlines. Fantastic. All right, let's listen to your next one, which it looks like you might have done 3 times. Let's see. Here we go.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from me. You're pathetic. You're weak. You are worthless.
Okay.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from me. You're pathetic. You're weak. You are so worthless.
Okay.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from me. You're pathetic. You're weak. You are worthless.
That was it. Yeah. That last one was the one we wanted because, again, this is our one that goes boom, 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 right? And oftentimes we go up on the scale that we were talking about earlier where it's bum, a little stronger, strongest. But you, not the ad break, Kaija, I'm sorry. You are not doing that with your ending. Let's listen. Here's the first one.
Pathetic. You're weak. You are worthless.
You're taking that worthless one and you're making it its own watermelon. And that's not a bad thing. It's just a new thing, right? Because oftentimes we do this in a strong, stronger, strongest, like we did earlier. But you're making a little watermelon with that last one. Let's see if I can clock it here.
Pathetic. You're weak. You are so worthless.
Yep, and right here.
You are...
Oh, right here, sorry.
You're pathetic. You're weak. You are worthless.
And so, okay, so what we're doing is if we're going to make that ending the clincher, even though it's a set of 3, we want that to be our big hitter, strong, intense, whatever it is moment, right? That's the moment that we're all tuned in and we're listening and we're like, oh, that was so cool. Because it's a set of 3, what we now have to do is crack it off from that 3. Because otherwise, it's going to feel weird. And I think that's what happens in your first one here.
Pathetic. You're weak. You are worthless.
Is it feels a little too down at that ending. It feels a little too like we dropped the energy and the intensity because it's still a part of the set. It's still a part of the...
Pathetic. You're weak. You are worthless.
And we don't know where to go with it because we were supposed to go back up in that set and we didn't. So it kind of reads a little like, oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. But then you started to get a handle on it back here.
Pathetic. You're weak. You are so worthless.
Where that last you are so worthless is its own roller coaster. So you've broken it from the previous 2 by making it a banana, which is good because if we're not going up, we want a roller coaster, right? So that was a really good separation. We clocked the issue there and it no longer felt like we were going down. And then for your last one,
You're pathetic. You're weak. You are worthless.
That one really nails it because what it's done is it's combined your last two. Your front one, where your front one was going bum bum ooh, and your middle one was going bum bum buh. Now this last section has become a bum bum boom boom boom. Listen to it for a second.
You're pathetic.
There's one.
You're weak.
There's two.
You are worthless.
Dun, 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 dun. It's doing its own like a punch because it's you're pathetic, you're weak. Dun, 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 dun. So it's its own three. It's technically four, but I'm trying to see if I can say this in a way that makes sense. Instead of pathetic, weak, and worthless being your tier to go up, you've put pathetic and weak on the same tier. And the you are so worthless has become your little slant. So you were able to give that ending that we want, where it's like, ooh, intensity, this is the big moment, whoa, cool villain, but with just that last sentence, the way you had initially and instinctually wanted to do it. And you always want to go with your instincts. So I think that was a really cool way. And what it did too was it made your villain more squirrely. It made him more nasty in a good way. To where he's less trying to be this boo, boo, boo. And he's more trying to be a, whoa, back up 6 steps, dude. I don't trust you that close to me. And that's still a scary villain. That's still a scary villain, just in a different way, right? It's a Zant instead of a Ganondorf. Or a Girahim instead of a Demise. And I think it works really well. So, good job, Cade. Let's listen to that final performance here. All right, here we go.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from me. You're pathetic. You're weak. You are worthless.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I picked up when I was making this edit. Because the music I gave you is a lead up, right? It's not like a boom, 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 I'm loud, I'm angry, I'm fighting, a blah, blah, blah type of music that often comes with this piece of dialogue. Instead, your character's got the crazy energy to him that the music is also building up because it's also waiting for you to explode the same way we are at the end. So we'll listen to it one more time. Let's hear it. We can hear it lead up.
Look at you now. You can't even take one hit from me. You're pathetic. You're weak. You are worthless.
Yeah, it fits perfectly with the crazy sort of ticking bomb energy that you were giving this character and the way you ended that final line. Really well done, Cade. Good job. The edit is so nice. Thanks again for doing that. Of course, Kaija. Of course. Is this you? Are you Cade? Or are you just commentating that it was nice to get edits? Have I been a dummy this whole time? Everybody who's new and is just joining us for, this is your first time joining us for a stream, welcome to how much of an idiot I am. This happens a lot. Literally, Sleeper Asia, this is the moment in my chat when you go to those little point redeems and you notice that one specifically says, hold on, I'll find it. There goes the joke. Because this happens to me a lot. It happens to me a lot, where things like that just go straight over my head and I do not clock that that's the case. So Kaija, I apologize. I didn't realize it was you. But did that feedback make sense that I was giving? Because your ending edit was beautiful and fantastic. So I hope all of that made sense. And I'll load up our last person here, which is Turquoise. But thank you for bearing with me as well. I love the feedback. I've always been nervous and you gave me a lot of confidence. Aww. I'm glad to hear that. And I'm glad you liked your feedback and it made sense. I know sometimes I talk in circles. So I'm really glad to hear that. If you ever have any questions or anything like that, you need help, feel free to hit me up. Or join us on regular streams. I think we're still going to be at 9 p.m. for most of this month, but I'm going to try and shift the time back to like 7 p.m. in the future. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying. My sleep schedule's going to be interesting. I've got a very busy month. But thank you for tuning in because you did a fantastic and excellent job. I really should cash in my 5 million favors Rachel offered me. Yeah, Fox Daddy, you edited the entire voice acting coaching season 2 on my YouTube. I owe you like, what, 10, 12 hours of free voice acting coaching? Like, really should cash it in. But okay, let's listen to Turquoise's raw audio since they are our last participant here today. And this is one of those sad ones. So here we go. I'm a liar. This is not sad.
You know. You can't even take one hit from my sword. You're pathetic. You're weak. And you're worthless.
Damn. I thought this one was sad. Their second one must be sad. Their second line must be sad because that one's a banger. It's the villain just like before. All right, here we go. Let's listen.
Look at you now!
There it is.
You can't even take one hit from my sword! You're pathetic! You're weak! You're worthless.
Ooh! Turquoise, that growl at the end, holy Jesus.
You're worthless.
That's gorgeous. And I like what I think, I'll bet what my feedback was. I don't remember anything ever. I'll bet what my feedback was from the first one was I wanted you to go full out. Because there's just a touch of this angry, psychotic character in here in the first performance.
You can't even take one hit from my sword.
Right there is just a hint of that chaotic evil. And I'm pretty sure what I said was, you gotta go even crazier for the full piece. Don't give me any calm, because this is not the type of villain that wants calm. This is the type of villain that's gonna stab everything in the vicinity. And then for the second half, you went full crazy.
Look at you now!
Yeah.
You can't even take one hit from my sword! You're pathetic! You're weak! You're worthless.
And the growl at the end, like you're salivalating. That was the word I was going to say, folks. Salivalating. Salivating like a dog over fresh meat is fantastic. And it's also very interesting because this distinctive line is very popular. I love it. Yes, Aurora, this is one of the most popular. This is absolutely one of the most popular lines. It's a very fun line to do. But I remember we've talking about the bum bum bum. I'm going to talk about that with your ending. Here we go.
You're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
It's very interesting because you also do a weird thing with the dun 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 dun. Your worthless is way quieter. And not yelly and not loud. It doesn't feel like it's the strongest thing that we're used to listening to, right? Let's see.
You're pathetic. You're weak. You're worthless.
Huh. That doesn't quite feel the same as all of our other lineups, all of our other towers to get higher. But it is. And that's why it still feels like an amazing, incredible performance and an ending. So why is it the same? Because going up does not always match with volume. Just because you get quieter doesn't mean you're not higher than anything else. Doesn't mean you're not at the top. Doesn't mean you are stronger than your pathetic and your weak. So you might have gotten quieter on your worthless. You got more intense. Because you went from, I'm yelling, I'm yelling, I'm yelling. That is still your top tier villain of the three. Yes, exactly, Aurora. It was the sadistic emphasis. You put emphasis from the power to the sadism. And that's the same thing. We're not going down just because you're quieter. We're still going up. It's just a different change in intensity. So you did a really good job of making it sound different than we're used to, but keeping that trail of threes going up. Really good job. And then I think the second line you chose is the sad one, because I think this is the one I edited. So let's listen to this part. This is relatively quiet. I might actually have to turn this section up. Hold on. Because this is quiet as shit. Let me gain that. All right, I gained it by 5. It might still be too quiet, but we'll try it. Here we go.
I can't go on without you.
Yup. Still way too low. I'm going to gain it again. All right, here we go. Keep in mind, this is gained 3 times over, so it might be a little wonky.
I can't go on without you. There are so many things I still want to see, to do, but maybe nothing if you're not here to share them with me. I can't go on with you without you. There are so many things I still want to see, to do. Nothing if you're not here to share them with me.
Yeah, that second performance is definitely the one I edited. Here's why. I loved your villains. I thought they were strong. I thought it was powerful. Emotions are so vulnerable. And it was such a genuine, like, you were losing your words. You were having to repeat yourself. Your voice was breaking. Like, to me, that vulnerability and that presence will always be a better performance than, people who are like, well, I couldn't hear this, or I couldn't hear that, or this broke a little, or this did that. Yeah, those things are important. But, like, you added just this front part. Let's play this front part again.
I can't go on without you.
That versus
I can't go on with you without you.
that without you, where you break,
Without you.
is so good. Just the without you is like catching of your breath. Really, really nice job, Turquoise. Really nice job. All right, y'all. Let's listen to Turquoise's final performance here. Oh, I clicked a button. There it is. Okay. This is Turquoise's final performance. I don't think it'll peak, but it might be kind of loud just because I probably turned it up to edit it. This is our last performance of the night, so let's go, Turquoise. Here we go.
I can't go on without you. There are so many things I still want to see, to do. Nothing if you're not here to share them with me.
Oh, yeah, Turquoise. Oh, my gosh. It really sounds like the camera is like on you and your crying face, and we don't even see the dead loved one. Like, it's not an outward shot how we had earlier, where it felt very like a beautiful transition. This one feels like we're right on your face and you are sobbing, and this is like a historical piece that is like war torn. It's very, very nice. And because you had that in your performance where we felt very close to you, I pushed back a lot of the sound effects and the music so they sounded farther away because we were closer to you. And I think you'll hear it here pretty clearly, but let's listen to it one more time. Here we go.
I can't go on without you. There are so many things I still want to see, to do. Nothing if you're not here to share them with me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so sad, but in a good way. Aw, good job, Turquoise. Good job, good job. That was so fantastic. All right, my friends. I think that is everybody who wanted to share here tonight. That is going to be all for us. I hope you have had a lovely time. Thank you to everybody who has been here tonight to support each other. Thank you to Kimberly and Aurora and Fox Daddy and Kaija and Goddess and Quachi. And I know there's more people. Hold on, I'm scrolling. Andrew and Megazord and I think I said Goddess and TK and Eli. Yeah, and Theta. Thank you to everybody who was here in support of the lovely people who took our event at Ozokucon. I really, really appreciate it. And y'all know that we have a good time here. You're fabulous people. We will be live again on Monday for our regular live streams. We're going to be finishing up the game Date Everything. If you are interested in joining us and joining our community, feel free to do so. And I hope to see you then. But for now, I think that's everything, y'all. I think this is a good night, a goodbye. Enjoy your night, and I hope to see you at our next voice acting event or at regular streams. And that's all I got. Okay? Hope to see you on Monday. Goodbye.